Okay, good morning. Sorry I'm late. I was trying to figure out how to make this work properly. Um, yeah, it was not the easiest. Um, so I scheduled the live, right? But I couldn't figure out how to go live from the live I scheduled. Facebook kept telling me I didn't have one scheduled, but I could see it in the feed in the group. Weird, I know. Anyway, but um, so let me just double check my equipment here. Yep, we're using the right camera, using the right microphone. So, what I wanted to do, I interviewed Anna Riesdorf. She's a registered dietitian, freelance writer. Well, she actually has a team now, so she's got an agency setup going on. Hi, Stephanie. And she was talking to me about how um, she was talking to me about courses and all of this other stuff that she's done and how she built her team and everything, and so that whole thing's going to be coming out this week, and I'm really excited about it. I wanted to do this live stream because Anna told me that every Wednesday she goes live in her group, not for a really long time, just for a little bit of time, but she does it consistently, and that was a way that she really connected with the people in her group. And so I decided, Marketing Mondays seems like a good thing to do, and it's something I can do pretty quick just to kind of throw out a quick tip. So I'm going to try to do that every Monday, if not at 9, maybe at 10. So, what I wanted to talk about today was something I discussed with Sylvia, my virtual assistant social media manager. And we were discussing crossing over one particular type of content from Instagram over to LinkedIn. Now, this isn't a type of content I've seen a whole bunch of on LinkedIn, but due to a recent algorithm change, I think that this type of content, which does well on Instagram, could also do very well on LinkedIn. So, the types of content we're talking about are the carousel type posts. And what I mean by carousel on Instagram usually is where you see it, is somebody will post 3, 4, 5, 10 photos that you can swipe through. Boop, right? You just swipe through and you can read them, or you see more pictures and things like that. So that is an Instagram, very popular on Instagram. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, you probably did and didn't realize what you were looking at. But a lot of times you just have to swipe, and there's like little bubbles at the bottom to tell you how many there are. So why do I think this will do great on LinkedIn now? The reason why is because recently, in the last, I would say, month or two, LinkedIn did an update to their algorithm where they start to weigh interactions and views from the feed as part of, like your bonus points in the algorithm. So we kind of talk about this in almost any platform. A like or a reaction is like 1 point, a comment is 2 points, and a share is 3 points, right? That's not actually the numerical system, and the algorithm is much more complicated than that, but it just kind of gives you an idea. On LinkedIn, you can view things straight from your feed, right? And you can interact and comment and stuff, or you can actually click on it and then you get taken to the post's unique URL, right? So the new algorithm starts to weigh those interactions, views, and engagements in the feed. So when you like somebody's comment in the feed, when you sit on their post and you're reading it, but you're reading it in the feed versus actually clicking on it and going to its unique URL, LinkedIn is starting to weigh those interactions more heavily. So the reason why I think carousel posting, which is, so in my case, maybe I do a carousel post about choosing a blog post topic, and I run through my brainstorming process in, let's say 5, 6, 7 cards, which I mean is something we would do for Instagram. I can now, we've always kind of been able to do it on LinkedIn, but now it makes a bit more sense to do so because it'll keep someone on your post longer. So it increases the viewer count, like the viewer amount of time, and that feeds back into the algorithm showing LinkedIn that your post is quality and that it should show it to more people in your network. So, in summary, Instagram carousel style posts should be something that you do on LinkedIn if you haven't done them already. Keep in mind that the pop bright colors that people like to use on Instagram will actually stand out pretty well on the blue gray aesthetic that is LinkedIn. So if you have colors like I do, where I've got like the bright red and the gold, those will be colors that we want to take advantage of on Instagram. So yeah, so carousel style posts, which typically happen on Instagram, you can do them on LinkedIn. And if you already do them on Instagram, just take those same ones and bring it over to LinkedIn, tweak your post content as necessary to make it, feel more LinkedIn like. And the beauty of it, Sylvia and I were talking about it, you can leave them as squares. The squares show up just fine. You don't have to make them extra wide. You can leave them as squares so you don't have to create any new content. But if you do this and you create, and so if your content does well on Instagram and people are engaged already, then it's a sign that it's good quality content. Bring it over to LinkedIn, because just remember, if it's low quality content, it's not going to do well anywhere. So bring it over to LinkedIn, tweak your content as necessary, and start to share those carousel posts to let people, or to take advantage of this new development in the Instagram, or in the LinkedIn algorithm. So that is my Marketing Monday tip for you today. And I can't see how long this has been already. Oh, it's only been 6 minutes. All right. So that's my Marketing Monday tip. Thank you for joining me.